Have you ever read the book of Esther? It's an amazing story. Queen Esther risked her life to save her people from genocide. And today we're going to talk about how she found the courage to do that. I want to read a few verses. Notice the first thing that it says about Esther. It says that she was well liked by everyone because she was beautiful. And then it goes on to say that she was the kind of person who was, quote, fair of face and form, which basically means she was gorgeous. No. 1. That God can use anyone who is willing. Or the young man who blew the whistle on Enron, even though it cost him his job and his reputation. Or the leader who is standing up for the voiceless, speaking truth to power, even though she is risking her position and her livelihood. He doesn't call the beautiful, the handsome, the wealthy, the influential. Are you willing to speak up for those who have no voice, even if it puts you in danger? Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone and do what God is calling you to do? I hope so, because the world needs more heroes. The church needs more heroes, and God wants to raise up an army of Esthers who are beautiful, inside and out, and who are willing to use their influence for good. He calls those who have a heart for the mission. Are you available when God calls you? No. 2. God will give you everything you need to accomplish your destiny. Remember, he promised her favor in the sight of the king. And in that moment, she had favor. In other words, God gave her what she needed to accomplish her destiny. So don't let fear cripple you. Don't let doubt hold you back. Ask God for what you need, and he will give it to you. And no. 3. Sometimes you have to get outside of your comfort zone. Esther had to walk into that king's court, even though it meant that she would be putting her life on the line. Sometimes God calls us to step out of our comfort zone to leave the 9 to 5 to quit our safe job and take a chance on a new venture to speak up against injustice when no one else will. Everyone loved her. She had a great life. And then it says that no one knew what ethnicity she was because her parents had kept it a secret. And that's important because later in the book, when Esther's cousin Mordecai tells her that there is a plot to kill all the Jews in the empire, her response is, "Who are you? This affects me." But then he says, "You too, Esther, for you belong to the same people as I." And when she hears this, it says that her face was troubled. And so she does something drastic. She takes a bath, she puts on her finest clothes, her most beautiful jewelry, and she goes to the king. Now, you have to understand, it's a capital offense to go into the king's court without being invited. You could be put to death for that. But she goes in anyway, because she has a destiny moment. She realizes, for such a time as this, I am going to be brave. I'm going to go to the king, and I am going to ask him to intervene on behalf of my people. And because of her courage, God gives her favor in the sight of the king, and he agrees to help the Jews. So here are 3 lessons that we can learn from her story today. Here's a modern twist to that last illustration. Think of the young woman who recently exposed the corruption of the Volkswagen CEO. Are you like Esther? Are you willing to stand up for what's right, even when it costs you everything? Every little bit helps the channel grow, and it doesn't cost a thing. So if you've enjoyed the content, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around till the end. Your support means the world.